Hello, so my name is Hannah and I am an artist and illustrator, and my biggest career goal is to get a book of mine, a picture book, published that I've written and illustrated. So I've had this goal for like the longest time ever, and this year we're trying to make it happen. We're going to start the process and I've been doing that. So I am basically wanting to submit my work to agents and publishers, which is very competitive. It's a very hard industry to break into, but I may as well try. So in order to submit to agents and publishers, I kind of need 3 complete picture book ideas to really show them what I've got. So I've worked on 1 picture book, which I've already done. So that, when I say work on a picture book, I mean like complete the text with some illustrations and the rest sketches to kind of do like a mock-up of the book. So I've done 1 of them. I need to do 2 more. So I thought I may as well take you along on the journey of creating book 2, which is about a crazy cat lady. So I hope you enjoy the journey. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but I've got a wall, and well, I've got 2 walls of part of my studio. So this one here is like inspiration and my wall calendar, and this one here on the back is my project wall. So as you can see, I got my book hotel, which is the last book I worked on, ready to submit there. And now I'm gonna like take it all down and get it ready to put crazy cat lady stuff up on there while I work on that. I literally finished doing the book hotel yesterday, so I'm getting like ready to go on the next one so I can get ready to submit to important people as quickly as I can. The wall actually looks so bare now, but now I need to take off all the blue tack that stayed on the wall and the bits that are on the picture still, so it may take a while. But this wall's been filled with book hotel stuff for like basically since I got this studio, which has been just over a year now. So that project took me quite a while, but hopefully I'm wanting to get this next book kind of completed in terms of getting it ready to submit to people within like a couple, like 2 months, and then the other one in 2 months too. So I just massively didn't prioritise it because I had other things to do, but I'm starting to try and get things done now. But yeah, I desperately need to start filling up this wall with things because I don't like it all plain. It just looks a bit bland and boring, so we need to fill up with stuff ASAP. And all this painting that's over there, because that's just another project that I'm working on in between sorting this out. So I'm sort of doing this in the time where I'm waiting for that to dry. So this is, I have, for each picture book, I've got a sketchbook that I use as sort of like a project sketchbook. So this is the one for this book. And let's see, I've been doing work on this for over the years. So it's all started off with this drawing from back in 2016. So obviously my artwork's changed and I like to think I'm a lot better, but this is the original, which the character is based off. So I'm going to stick this on the wall because this is the starting point for the book. And let's see what else I've got in here that I could maybe use. Here is the wall so far. Obviously we're going to add a lot more to it once we've got more things out the way, but I'm going to start working on character sketches for the next couple of days and really develop that. So far I've obviously got the title that is coming off, the original picture, a picture of my own cat, which was just randomly in there, and then my first ever thumbnail storyboards, which I'll probably change. I'm also changing the lion to a tiger as well, because I just enjoy drawing tigers a lot more, a bit like this one. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks now and I'm finally updating you on the picture book stuff, because obviously I've been working on different things like all the time. But also I apologise for any dodgy angles, because my tripod that I used to film these videos broke. It's like fell off, which was very traumatic for it, and it's now in the bin. I need to order a new one. They don't even cost that much, but I'm just putting off ordering it for some reason, so I'll order a new one at some point, just need to remember. But yeah, I've been working on some character studies just in the sketchbook. These like very rough, and I've so far done the tiger and the daughter of the main character. So I'll show you quickly. You've already seen, I think I've probably shown you the tiger one, and I just went online and found some images and drew some more not realistic, but like working from real life photos to draw these different tigers in different positions and poses. Obviously this is just its like face a lot closer up. And then, like I said, I've also been drawing the daughter. So she's a school-aged child, and in the book she's going to be wearing her school uniform. So I've been drawing her here. She is very nice. But now I need to work on the main character. Obviously I know what she already looks like, so I'm just going to sketch her out again and again to make sure I get the proportions how I want her to look. I'm going to draw out the favourite ones for each page as like, and draw them in their final artwork if they're making any sense, and just decide what materials I'm going to use to draw them and stuff like that. And I also do like a kind of like a template cheat sheet, so I draw each main character in the book in different positions. So I do like a straightforward view like this, a 3/4 view which is a bit more like this, and a side profile view which is obviously like this. And that basically means I have a reference sheet to make every single drawing of the character in the book look the same, because that's probably the hardest thing, to get each character looking the exact same person in each spread. And that is also why I start out by sketching them roughly in my sketchbook, because I got to get all the proportions right. Like for example, children, they often have a bigger head and a smaller body, which usually shows the age. So when I started sketching this one, she's looking a bit too old, and that was because her body would end up being too big. So in the end, I managed to do this one, which is my favourite one, which I'm going to base the final design of her off. And she's got a much shorter body compared to that one, and it definitely makes her look a lot younger. That is a top tip if you try and draw children, which you normally are if you're doing children's picture books, because obviously that's a character that children can relate to because it is the same age as them. Yes, so once I've done my character reference sheet, I'm going to probably stick them up here, and I will show you, probably time lapse my little drawings of the main character. So somewhere in the process of filming and recording the clips for this video, I decided not to show the entire process of making this picture book sample in one video, because the video would be so long, like we're talking a documentary here. So I thought I'd definitely just do the character design stage, which is nearly finished here. I just really focused on making my character reference sheets, and just really figuring out how to draw these characters. It's how I get them to look the same in every single spread. Even though I've not been published as an illustrator or author in traditional publishing, I have worked on a series of self-published books, which is the Panda Paramedic series. So I definitely have experience with drawing the same characters over and over again on the same pages and trying to make them look the same in each page. And the way to do it is to do all the prep work before. So rather than rushing in and doing final artwork straight away, you've got to really take the time and draw the same character over and over again and really figure out their face, their proportions, how big their head is in comparison to their body, and all the finer details like that that make a huge difference. And then the final artwork can be done once you've planned it all out, of course. I think these video clips here that I'm talking over mainly show me working on the daughter, who's one of the characters, and basically I had finished sketching her out loads and loads, so I knew exactly how I wanted her to look. I did the character reference sheet, and then I was figuring out how she would look in final artwork form, so that meant having a little play with different materials to see which ones I'd want to use to create the final artwork. So I did about 3 samples, like mini ones, to figure it all out. And then I picked my favourite materials and ways of working to create like the school jumper, for example, and then put it with my favourite way how to make the skirt, and it led to her in her final artwork form. I think I'm going to end the video here, and I've been working mainly on picture book stuff all day, and I hope you enjoyed a little insight. As I've probably already described to you, obviously started off with some quick studies like sketches, and then we translate that into some final artwork and decided which materials to use for each different area, and then combined all the favourites together to produce the final piece, which is there. And then we created our character reference sheet. So this basically gives us a really good foundation to then start doing the rest of the book after I've done the other main characters. So like I said, the other main characters are going to be the tiger and her mum, which is the main character, the character that the book is named after. Hope you enjoyed this little insight, and I'll see you next week.